Hey, it's Sam here from KitchenGadgetsClub.com, and I've got a brilliant one for you today if you're one of those people that loves the curry. So what we were talking about yesterday was showing you how to reheat a curry meal from the supermarket in the air fryer. But what if you don't want the supermarket ones? I have spotted these in the supermarket and I think they're brilliant. And they're build your own curry. And what you can do is you can pop this on your chicken, air fry it, and you have curry. Isn't that amazing? And of course we're going to pair it with some basmati rice from the supermarket as well. And we're going to transform it into your chicken and rice curry night using your favourite air fryer.
First, let me explain to you who we are. If you're new around here, my name is Sam and I've been teaching people how to cook smart with just kitchen gadgets for over 10 years. In fact, we don't even have an oven or a hob in our kitchen. We are double Sunday Times bestsellers and The Independent calls us the best for beginner cooks. But because we've been creating videos for a while, we've ended up with more than 1,500 recipe videos on our YouTube channel. So what we have done is we have created a recipe index organised by gadget to help you quickly find your next recipe video. You can find them all at KitchenGadgetsClub.com/YouTube, and we would be honoured if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel for more recipe videos like this. So now let's get back to the food.
So have you followed before any of these little packet mixes? Because they're all doing them now. I've seen quite a few that do the Oriental mixes, the Indian, the Chinese, Japanese. I've even seen some French ones doing the rounds, and they're brilliant because what you can do is you can use them to quickly season your protein and then pop them in the air fryer. So on the instructions on these, which I'm using this one, so a chicken tikka masala. On the instructions, because it's based on cooking it in the pan, just like most people do with a curry that aren't into air fryers, you would put the dried rub on first, then the paste, and then you would use the dried curry mix with some water to cook. Well, I'm terrible at following recipes. I don't even follow my own. I'll do my own and then the next time round I've tweaked it. So what I am doing instead is I have a full can here of coconut milk, and to make it a bit more creamy with the actual curry sauce powder, I'm going to mix it with coconut milk instead of water, and trust me, it is good. So shall we start? Ingredient wise, I've used boneless and skinless chicken thighs. They are brilliant for curry, so much flavour, don't go dry, and you will just love them in your air fry curry. Of course you can swap for breast, but trust me, thighs taste better. Or in the supermarkets now, which I love, are boneless chicken drumsticks. I mean, they're lovely, and it's very similar as the meat on those as well. I recommend a foil tray with your chicken already chopped up, because then you're saving yourself from washing up and you're going to cook it in the air fryer in a foil tray, so it just makes your life easier. So grab yourself your dried rub and pop your dried rub in, and then add a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, or whichever one's your favourite, and then also add in what they call their sizzle. Because us air fryer people, we don't want to constantly be coming back and stirring our food. It's not like in a pan where you need to do that. Oops, it's not all coming out. You see, that's one of the benefits of air fry food. You don't have to sit there and watch it. So this has obviously been designed for when you're doing it in a pan and you just stood there, so you're adding the dried rub and then you're adding the curry paste. But I'm going to go straight in. So I'm also going to add in a bit of salt, a bit of freshly ground black pepper as well. And if you want to, but it's totally optional, I also love a bit of dried coriander or cilantro if you're in the US. And that's all you're going to put onto your chicken. And then I'm just going to tidy up this bit of mess. And then get your hands in and give it a really good mix. keep it all in the foil tray and to save yourself on some washing up. And of course, if you see some of these and they're just discounted down, there's nothing that stops you marinating them like this and popping them in the freezer for another day and doing a big batch of them. And then what I recommend, I know not everybody does this, but I do recommend it, pop it in the fridge for a couple of hours so that it can marinate. You don't have to, of course, not everybody does it, but it's personal choice, isn't it? Because it does make a difference to the flavour. Or if you're working today, you can pop it in the fridge in the morning, prepped, and then you know that when you get back later, you can just shove it in the air fryer, which is what us people like air fryers for, isn't it? It's the ease of use. So, if you've marinated it or not, once you're ready, you can pop it into your air fryer. Oh, yes. So, air fryer out, pop it in, and we're going to start with a 10-minute cook time at 180 Celsius, 360 Fahrenheit. So you can pop that on first. So pop it on, and you're looking for a temperature of 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, a cook time of 10 minutes, and then press start. And then, whilst the air fryer is on, grab yourself a mixing bowl. This is what I would call a scruffy old mixing bowl, because the sort of ones you've used in the microwave, feed baked beans, and they're discoloured because, come on, you've got turmeric and all these other things in these foods, so you don't want your nicest bowl looking all orange, do we? So pop it there, and then you want to grab out your powder. So this is the powder you get. Oh, it comes with dust. Did you see how it dusted up there? Actual instructions, if you actually want to follow it, because like I said, I always end up tweaking things and thinking, oh, that it would be better like this, is with 450ml of cold water to mix it with. But I've actually got a can of coconut milk, and the can of coconut milk is 400ml, so we're quite close, and I want that creamy curriness, don't you? So pop it in, grab yourself a whisk, and just give it a mix. And obviously if you use water, then the colour might be slightly different, but not much really. And then just keep mixing it together, and you'll notice how thick it goes. There, look at that. That is your curry sauce. So when the air fry beeps, after it's 10 minutes, we're going to pour over the curry sauce and then cook it for another 10 minutes, because chicken thighs pieces take about 18 to 20 minutes, but you kind of want it to go all lovely on top, so I always tend to add that a little bit more when I'm cooking a curry in the air fryer. So you can pop that to one side now, and now the focus is on your second foil tray. So this is the one that you're going to be doing your rice in. So grab out your rice. Off camera, I tested this recipe with the Tesco's basmati, and it really wasn't as good. It went really, really lumpy in the air fryer compared to what this one's like. So often we say, if you want to save money, drop a brand and go to the supermarket owned brands. I think this is something I wouldn't drop on. So now, hands in, give it a good mix with your hands. Give it a bit, well, when you're baking and you're doing the rubbing in method. So now let's quickly flavour up your basmati rice, shall we? So I've got cinnamon. I only want a tiny bit of cinnamon really. Oh, a bit more than that. So if you think this is a teaspoon measurer, so I haven't really put that much in it. And then cumin, ground cumin, I would say a level teaspoon, and then turmeric, which is what turns my fingers orange. Teaspoon of that in there as well. Pinch of salt, pinch of pepper. Then grab yourself a teaspoon and let's just give it a quick mix, shall we? Find any bits that kind of stick in, then you can just separate them with your spoon. if you want to, it's totally optional. You can add some frozen peas into this as well. It won't change the cooking time. And then a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. I have tried butter using this method, but I do actually prefer the olive oil in the air fryer. It does a much better job at air frying the rice and for mixing the ingredients, because remember, you're not a pan, you're an air fryer, so you have to adjust according to what you're using, of course. So there it is, that is ready to go on. So I'm just going to get my other air fryer out. And this is my Philips XL. It only just fits one of these foil trays in, so I have to kind of bend it and hope it's going to be flexible with me. So pop it in like that. So you want to set the temperature to 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, and the cook time to 8 minutes. And then press start.
Let me introduce you to Kitchen Gadgets Club. We recommend joining it because it's brilliant for kitchen gadget recipes with step-by-step photos. It's got lots of easy recipes. You can join for as little as £1 a week. It has a library of over 1,000 plus kitchen gadget recipes, and we add 4 new exclusive recipes every single week. Here are just a few of the recipes. Each recipe has both metric and imperial, step-by-step photographs, plenty of useful kitchen gadget advice from experts. Just take a look at some of the photographs. And of course, you can join by heading to KitchenGadgetsClub.com/join. And now, shall we get back to the food?
And we've beat, so shall I show you what the curry is like so far? Or is it even a curry? I would just call it marinated curry chicken at the moment. Oh yes, look at that, all that lovely marinated chicken. You know, you could do this exact same thing at this point. You know, you could just put some of the dried rub. You know all those little packets you see of seasoning mixes that go well in the air fryer? Well, just think you can do this with those. So I find the easiest thing is a dessert spoon. So just move your chicken about. Just remember, you've got quite a lot of chicken here, and bearing in mind it will not be cooked at this point, so make sure you wash your spoon in between. The curry sauce we made earlier. I know it's not a great looking colour, is it? But it doesn't look as bad once it's been cooked. So do you want to pour it in? Bearing in mind this is aimed at a big pan, so it's personal choice of whether or not you want to use all of it or not. I did use all of it, and then when I was portioning it up in a bowl I didn't want all of it, so just bear that in mind. I think that is enough because I don't want it overspilling in the air fryer. So 10 minutes in, 10 minutes to go, so we're going to pop the air fryer on for another 10 minutes at 180 Celsius, 360 Fahrenheit, and then by the time it beeps the rice will already be done, so we're ready for plating up and serving. So pop it on, and you're looking for a temperature of 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, a cook time of 10 minutes, and then press start. And we've beeped, so shall we check on our chicken curry? Look at that beauty, you've got chicken curry air fryer style. Doesn't that look fantastic? So what do you think? Wasn't that easy? And using a foil tray as well. So we've done that. And then in the meantime, this baby beeped. So this is the rice that we've already done. It's had a chance to cool enough, so I can actually touch that pretty well. But look at that, doesn't that look beautiful? So that is your pilau style rice in the air fryer. So you just want to add that to one of your bowls. Oh, look at that, doesn't that look beautiful? So that is your rice done. And then what I also got from the supermarket was some of the little dips and of course a bag of poppadoms. So this is brilliant to go with your curry night, and it's just a really easy way to have curry night in the air fryer. I mean, could you imagine yourself doing that? Because I just think it's really easy. But this foil tray is quite full, so I prefer to serve up from the air fryer, if that makes sense. So grab yourself some silicone or whatever you've got. Oh, and let me give you a close-up of this gorgeous chicken. Doesn't it look lovely? So if you get the idea behind the logistics of the air fryer and you're just struggling with the cooking times and temperatures, do grab a copy of our air fryer time and temp chart, because it covers the likes of like diced chicken and a whole chicken. If you would say doing some chicken goujons, it's even got things like duck breast in there, burgers, absolutely all sorts, so that you can make the air fryer work for you. Oh, I'm loving this. And I love the colouring that you get on the top of the chicken as well. Look at that sauce. Oh yes. So this would be perfect for curry night for two, I think. Or this is the kind of portion size that I would have if I was doing it for me and the 3 kids, because the hubby hates curry. So look at that. What do you think? Curry or what? So what do you think? Curry, rice and poppadoms and your favourite dips for your next Saturday night feast using the air fryer. Thanks for watching, and now you've seen a glimpse into our ovenless world. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is what I call one of our step-by-step instruction videos. If you would rather have short and sweet, don't forget to check out our shorts. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, TikTok and Instagram. And if you want to find videos quickly, if you head over to KitchenGadgetsClub.com/YouTube, you can see an A to Z list of all our YouTube videos, so you can find videos by Kitchen Gadget. And I'll see you again soon.